The moment we get a word, is it a permutation where order matters or a combination where order doesn't matter? Permutation, because words, order matters. If not, pool and loop would mean the same thing, and they don't. Correct? First thing we do when we get words. A, R, D, V, A, R, K. So I know immediately when I do this question, I'm going to have a 3 factorial, 2 factorial on the bottom of any question you ask me. Some people are like, well, when don't I? Never. When do I put that? Always. So it's never like a question, right? So that's why I do the stacked letters. So every single question, no matter what I ask you, will have a 3 factorial, 2 factorial on the bottom. Okay? When some people are like, but when do I not? Once again, you always. So it's like, it's a no-brainer. You put 3 factorial, 2 factorial on the bottom. Okay? Every single time. We agree? Will the answer be there if you forget to do that? Will the answer be there if you forget to do 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial? It will absolutely be there, and it will be picked wrong. Every common error answer is on your test. So if you know your stuff part way, you're in trouble. You need to know it fully, okay? So the answers to not putting 3 factorial, 2 factorial on the bottom will be a problem. So we have the word aardvark. I told you guys to use a separate sheet of paper. I should have pushed myself some extra space. I'm going to do that after this. I'm going to doctor my other document. For the first 3, I won't do that. Okay? So no restrictions. How many letters are there? So it's 8 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 3 factorial. Please make sure you use brackets or the fraction button. What do we get for an answer? 3260? 3,260? 3,360? Okay. The next one says the word begins and ends with a consonant. Cool. Love that. Still putting 3 factorial, 2 factorial at the bottom. You see how I don't even think? I immediately put that, and then I start doing the actual other work that they asked me to do? Okay. There are 8 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Begins and ends with a consonant. A consonant is not a vowel. So if there are 3 vowels, A, there are 5 consonants, correct? So I can start with a 5, but then what do? Box and hold. So say I leave the R there. Then I would have what? 4. Say I leave the D there. How many letters have I used up? 2 out of 8. So how many do I have left? 6. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I get people giving me an answer. But what's my problem right now? What do I not have? Dots. The multiplication symbols, correct? So right now, if I don't put multiplication dots, guys, I have the number 56,543,214. Is that what I actually want? No, I want 5 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 4. So I have to put the dots. Check and see you got them. When you put that in, what do you get? How many? Okay. Like it has to be less than the total. Because that's the absolute maximum number of words I can make out of aardvark, right? So anything else is too less. Okay. The next one says the vowels must be together. Like I said, do not do your work on here. Now I am, so I'm going to have to make space for it on the next one. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 factorial, 2 factorial. Vowels together. So how many vowels are there? 3. And remember I told you, we treat them like they're all different, yes? Even though they are the same, we treat them like they're all different because the bottom gets rid of all the cases where they aren't different. So I have 3, 2, 1. Then I have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what do I have to do? Multiply by 6. Now watch on the test. If it says begins with the vowels, I don't multiply by 6. And you guys will have that such a habit that you'll multiply by 6. Why do I multiply by 6? It's 1 more than 5, and there are 6 cases. It could be here, which is 1, or here, 2, 3, 4, 5, or at the back, which is 6. Right? When we do this, you get 360? Yeah. Okay. There will be a cannot be together question. There will be one. You're like, I hope she doesn't. She will. She's me. I know it's on the test. I will put that there. All right? So if they can't be together, remember we don't show cases where they can't be together. Remember what I told you to do? I said you do total minus the vowels together, and then what's left over are the vowels not together. And we already did the math for those numbers. So in total, the word aardvark can make 3,360 different words. We agree? If I try and make all the words in aardvark, and words I mean distinct letter arrangements. I use words loosely. Okay? I can make 3,360. If I take off all the cases where the vowels are together, which is 360, right? What's left over? 3,000, which are the number of vowels not together. Okay? Next one I'm just going to write on a step 30. I don't like the squishing, so I'm just going to write the next one on step 13. So, the next one in front of your face, the number 2 says there are 15 people. Of those 15 people, there are 11 boys. There are 4 girls. 5-person subcommittee. Does this subcommittee have jobs? So are they any different if you picked 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Are they any different if you picked 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? No, so we use a what letter? A C because it is a combination. We agree? All right. So the first one is actually done the worst, which is slightly comical because it's the easiest one. No restrictions. People don't know what to do because there's boys and girls. No restrictions means I don't care. So how many people are there? 15, and I'm going to choose how many for the subcommittee? 5, because every time we do one of these questions, we need to have 5 chosen, correct? What's 15C5? 3,000? 3? Okay. B says exactly 2 girls. So I need 2 girls. I always show my work above to help myself out. I need 2 girls and what? 3 boys, because I need how many total? 5. Every single time. Every case needs 5. Will they have the answer to you doing just 2 girls? Absolutely they will. It's often picked more. You still need a 5-person subcommittee, correct? So exactly 2 girls indirectly tells you need 3 boys. So I choose girls from girls. So I get 4C2. And means I do what? What operation? Multiplication. And then boys, I have 11, and I'm going to choose 3. What do we get? 990? Yeah. Okay. I heard 919, 909, 999. But then I landed on 998. Okay, at most 2 boys. So I go to the door, I need it at most $2. I need $2 or what? Less, correct? At most $2. So I need at most 2 boys, I need 2 boys or less. So I need 2 boys. Give me my one case. Or 1 boy. My next case. Or 0 boys. I always write my cases out to help myself out with the words above the top, correct? Now, or means I do what with the cases? Add them. And each case needs to have how many people? Because each case is a subcommittee. Needs to have 5. We agree? So this has to have 2 boys and 3 girls. This one is 1 boy and 4 girls. 0 boys and 5 girls. What's the problem with this case? There's only 4 girls. And you'll catch yourself if you don't. You'll go 11C0 times 4C5, and then your calculator's going to get mad at you, right? Because 4, choose 5. Is that possible to have 4 items and choose 5? No. So this case, even though it could exist, can't because I don't have enough girls. Okay? So now, 2 boys and 3 girls. So I have 11C2, and means I multiply 4C3. And then this one, 11C1 multiply 4C4. And what do we get? 2, 3, 1? Perfect. D. D has at least 3 girls. So that's 3 girls or more. Because at least $3 means $3 or more. So I need 3 girls. Where am I going to stop at? 3 girls or 4 girls. Or I could go to 5, but what's my problem with that? We don't have 5 girls. Yes. So we have 3 girls, and we need to supplement because I need 5 in this subcommittee with 2 boys. Or 4 girls and 1 boy. If you haven't noticed, these are the exact same question, just asked differently. Outcome's the same, right? 3 girls, 2 boys, 2 boys, 3 girls. 1 boy, 4 girls, 1 boy. It's the exact same question, just asked in a different way. So we go 4C3 times 11C2, or is plus 4C4 times 11C1, which is 2, 3, 1. Then the last one, I threw in there to see if you caught it. All of the subcommittee members have different jobs. Different jobs means what? Permutation. So you can do it 2 ways. You can go, okay, I need 5 jobs. How many people for this one? 15. Then 14. Then. Or if I started a number and go down by 1 each time, I can use the P, correct? So I could go 15, P what? How many blanks? 5. And what's your answer? 363.
No, 360.
Oh, 360, 360.
Yeah. 3,360, 360.
So it's substantially more than the 300 or 3003 with a C, correct? Because we can order them now. We can stand those 5 that we chose, and now we're ordering them as well, because they're getting specific positions. Okay, this one is done terribly at all times because people don't understand it. We have a baseball tournament. There are 15 teams. So we have 15 teams total. And guys, it is baseball, not fancy baseball, which I don't know what fancy baseball would be, but it's just normal baseball. So we have to discuss with ourselves, how many do we choose at a time to play the sport? That's what we always have to decide. Baseball, how many teams play together? 2. Soccer, how many teams play together? 2. Hockey? What if I went to shake someone's hand? How many hands are coming together? 2. Handshakes are also 2. Okay? The only way it could be like something else is like if they said this is a fancy soccer game and there's 3 teams playing each other, and they'd have to describe it and tell you that there's other teams playing. Okay? So, if I take all 15 teams and I choose 2 to play at a time. So this is total number of teams. Always. This is how many play at a time. So it's so funny when people give me 3. I'm like, wow, that is a crazy baseball game. Where's the 3rd dugout? And where are they? They just jump in? Like, do you just randomly play these 2, and then the next inning these 2 play, and the next inning these 2 play? Or do we just like double up 2nd and 3rd? Or, like, what do we do? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I'm making fun of you because you chose 3. And they're like, still don't get it. So the number here is how many teams play at once. I'm going to be even more specific, on a diamond. It's called the ball diamond, not on a diamond weirdly shaped, if you have never played ball, which some people haven't, so I'm going to explain that. On a ball diamond. So 2 teams play at a time on a ball diamond, right? On a soccer pitch, just learned that recently, so I really wanted to say it. I thought I'm really cool. Yeah. 2 teams play at a time, right? On a hockey rink, known that since like Canadian, 2 teams play at a time, yes? Okay? You understand why we're choosing 2? Not because we're playing them each other twice or 3 times or once. It's because 2 teams play at a time. So this would be playing once. What do we get? 105? What if they played each other twice? I would get twice as many games, wouldn't I? So I just go 15C2 times 2, which is 210. Right? The 2 isn't because I'm playing twice. The 2 is because I'm playing 2 teams at a time. Yes? Twice means I take the number of games I play once and times it by 2, and now I have them playing twice, which makes sense. If they play each other once, then I get 105 games, correct? If they play each other twice, I get twice as many. Yes? If they play each other 3 times, what's going to happen? 15C2 is them playing each other once, times. So how many do I get? 315. Does that make sense? If it was handshakes, if I said, okay, there's 30 of you in this class, and everyone shakes each other's hands once, what would I do? 30C2. Because how many hands come together? 2. 3 is really awkward. Where do you put the third hand? Does it just go on top? Do you just go, and break? Like, what do? That's not a handshake. That's a cheer. You know what I'm saying? Like a 3-person handshake. It's real. Here, guys, shake my hand. Yes, you could do it. That was well done. You guys worked together as a team to make that. I've asked that numerous times today. It's just a disaster. But you guys actually just solidified you could do a 3 handshake. That was really well done.
Thank you.
That was disproving what I always have proven, that you can't. So if you could try again, but do terribly. There, see, that didn't work. I've never had a 3 handshake work in all of my years. You guys just, that was not good. That was like, okay, we can do that. All right. Okay. So get working. That was extremely well done. Like honestly, if I ever need to prove a 3 handshake works, I'm calling you 2 in. Okay? Okay. We have a circle and it has 8 dots on the outside edge, so it'd be like, pick a marker up, Lepp. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't really matter where they are. There's just 8 of them, correct? How many different triangles can be made using this circle as vertices? So how many of these little vertices are we using to make a triangle? At a time. 3. 1, 2, 3. Does the order in which I pick those 3 make a different triangle? Like if I go like this now, or like this, did that make a different triangle, or is that the same triangle? Am I drawing a different triangle, or am I literally drawing on top of the same triangle? Same triangle. So does order matter? No. So I have 8 dots, and I have what? C or P? C, 3. So order doesn't matter. What's 8C3? So I can make 56 different triangles. So we talked about the handshake one. In a room, there are 20 people. Everyone must shake hands with everyone else once. How many different handshakes are possible? So I have 20 people. See, because like coming together faster doesn't change how your handshake happens, right? 2 shakes, yes? Or 3, has happened. In this case, 2 people shake hands like normal. So I choose 2 at a time. What's 20C2? 198? D? Okay. Using a standard deck of 52 playing cards where 5 card hands are dealt. Like I told you, if you don't know how many queens there are or kings there are, you can ask me. I don't need to put the array on the test tomorrow or on Wednesday because it's an open book and you have an array in your notes. If you've lost your notes, it sucks to be you. Don't lose your notes. All right. 5 card hands are dealt. Determine how many hands are 2 queens. So I need 5 cards, no matter what. Every case needs 5 cards. Yes? How many are currently here? 2. So I need 2 queens, and I always show my cases. 2 queens and or. And, because I need 5 cards, right? So I need 2 queens and 3 other or 3 not queens. Anything but queens can work. Yes. Yeah. So how many queens are there? 4. And is it a C or a P? C, because I'm choosing queens from queens, right? Remember, if I do drivers from drivers, irons from irons, girls from girls, boys from boys, teachers from teachers, students from students, defense from defense, forwards from forwards, middles from middles, powers from powers, it's a C, right? So I'm doing queens from queens. So 4C2, and how many other are there? If there are 4 queens, there are 52 cards. How many are not queens? 48. You just subtract the 52 and the 4, the number in front. 48C3. And what do we get? 4C2. 103. Okay, now we have at most, which means we have cases, correct? So we have at most one black. So we have one black. Or what? At most one black. We can have one black or no black. How many cards do we need per hand? 5. We agree? So I have one black and 4 other. So other than black, correct? Then I have 0 black and 5 others. How many black cards are there? Half the deck. How much is half the deck? 26. So we have 26. Choose 1. And means I multiply. 4 other. So if half the deck is black, half the deck is not black. Yeah.
Wouldn't you have to include the kings, queens, like justers, etc. within the black as well, not just the clubs and spades?
Clubs and spades include jacks, queens, and kings. There's 13 in each too.
My bad.
Yeah. So we get 26 C4, and jokers and stuff like that we don't count. Plus 0 black. Do I have to show 26 C0? I don't have to. Could I show 26 C0? Yes. So I can go 26 C0. That's just 1. How many ways can I take 26 and choose none of them? I just go, no thank you. One way, right? So you can show that case or not. It's multiplying by 1. And 26 C5. And what do we get?
4, 5, 4, 4, 8.
Sorry, try again.
4, 5, 4, 4, 8.
80. The rustling pages are killing me. Okay. Black.
I think it should be 388. No, we didn't.
What did we do? Everybody can take it. I'm gonna just take a picture.
Let's just do that.
Just type it in and you guys tell me what you get.
I'll look at it now.
Yeah.
Were we actually asleep? What?
388.
700.
Sweet. I was writing my English assignment.
All right. 388,700.
Someone else agreed.
All right. You agreed with the first one? Okay, I'm being tiebreaker. It's the original.
Okay, guys.
All right. At least 3 spades means 3 spades or more, correct? So it's 3 spades or 4 spades or what? 5 spades. The first 2 I need to supplement because I don't actually have 5 cards. We agree? So there's 3 spades and 2 other. Or 4 spades and 1 other. How many spades are there? 13. So I'm going to go 13C3 and not spades. So what, if there's 13 spades and there's 52 cards, how many are not spades? 39C2. So in the cases, this one and this one should add up to your total, right? Plus 13 space choose 4 and means multiply. 39 others choose 1 plus 13C5. I got 241,098. Okay, what's the catch? The last one. How many cards is it? 4. How many do I need? 5. So I need 1 queen and 3 kings and 1 other. The other can't be what? Queens or kings, which is 8 total, correct? So we're going to have 4 queens, choose 1, and 4 kings, choose 3. Then I do 52, take off the kings, take off the queens, right? So what's 52 minus 8? 44, choose 1. So it should be 4 times 44. Is it 704?
Yes.
Last one we're going to go quickly. How many odd 6-digit numbers are there without repetition? 6 digits means 6 blanks. Odd means it has to end in an odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 6 digits means it can't start with a 0. We can't repeat, so we have to box and hold. So this is 5 numbers. Say I hold the 9. Then here I would have 0. No, that's a lie. I would have 1 to 8, which is 8. Hold the 8. Then do I have 1 to 7? I have 0 to 7. We have to remember we can bring the 0 back, which is 8. Then 0 to 6, which is 7. They will have the answer to 876. You're not using an 8 here, they will, because you forget to bring the 0 back. Then 0 to 5, which is 6. Then 0 to 4, which is 5. The rest of this is for homework, so whatever you haven't finished, you need to finish, because we're going through it at the beginning of class tomorrow. If you haven't attempted it, then it's not the same as practicing, right? So make sure you finish all the rest of the questions on this. We just have 8 on this side and then the other side of the page, right? Finish all your questions, if they're right or wrong, whatever, but at least try them. We're going to go through the beginning of class tomorrow.